You don't remember the name of the podcast this time?
Yeah, I got it written down this time. All right, hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Check This podcast, where we are still trying to figure out exactly what this is because we don't know. I'm Bowser. We got editor Steven. Say hi, Steve.
Steve.
Also wielding the great power of a microphone, even though you can't see it. We got TR, aka Noah Webster on Twitter. How you doing, TR?
I've been better.
Been better. Yeah,
Better.
I understand that. Well, typically we start by talking about football. So let's get into it. Roll the highlights of the Vikings game this week against Steve. All right, that's enough of that. Thank you very much. So, what were you guys' thoughts on the game?
Hey, first off, fuck you for making me go through that, and continue.
All right, my bad. So I don't know. What do you guys think of the game? It was not much to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it either.
It was pretty fucking terrible.
It was rough.
Thank God the Jets did worse. So we're not the laughing stock of the week, but
no, we are 100% the laughing stock of the week. Like,
I mean, yeah, I guess
to come off a win
though.
in Buffalo like that, and then to go home, and we opened up as dogs, which I thought was aggressive, but it turned out Vegas knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, what? That was embarrassing.
It was. It's not great. I'd really like to just move on though.
That I was there for it, so I got to witness it firsthand. I was at US Bank, so
bro, it was like 2-minute warning before halftime. I was like, oh shit, TR is at this fucking game right now. Somebody refund this man his money.
Wasn't that your first time there too?
Yeah, that was the first time. Probably the last.
He's never
because now
it might be a jinx. I'm never
Yeah, now it's cursed. So now I can never go.
Dude, you can't think like that.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. It was dope, like being there. But
is it nice though? Like, is that stadium just like?
Oh yeah, it's really fucking nice.
It's so fire. Oh. And they like in the pregame ceremony when they're like introducing the team, they have like fake snow coming down. Feels like you're like in the mountains. Skull baby.
No, it was dope. We had good seats too.
I saw where you were. Yeah, on Snapchat.
Yeah, they were nice, but yeah, bad first time for sure.
Game.
Yeah, dude, it was as soon like our first drive when Cousins got fucking like strip sacked. That kind of just set the tone for the game. I felt like it was just like, oh, it's gonna be one of those games.
Yeah, I was just coming back from.
Then I kind of got false hope because then we like held them to a field goal after that, and then we fucking marched down the field. Should have been a touchdown. Cousin threw a perfect ball to Hawkinson, but he went through his hands. Got a field goal out of it. So I'm thinking, twice.
There was 2 different throws that like Hawkinson, an fantasy team, pissed off, whatever. But as just a fan, like Hawkinson, you got to come down with those. Twice he dropped them, and then when we scored that easily, I kind of thought that maybe we'll make this a game. But nothing after that. Nothing.
That was it. Dude,
our defense was. And a lot of people also mentioned that like our O-line was like depleted, but that's not really even true because most of the game we still had everyone. And then during the last like half of it, didn't whoever was broadcasting it cut the game. They just went to a different game or something like that.
CBS went to a different game, and
then they started pulling all of our starters. So I don't know. It was just
when you pull your starters with 8 minutes left to go in the game. It's not a good day.
It was fucked. Like on defense, like our defense hasn't really been great this year. They've been like good. They've been opportunistic, I guess is the word to say. Like when someone needs to make a play, they make it. And I feel like they've just kind of been riding this high of like someone eventually gets a last second like field goal or not field goal, like interception or fumble recovery or some shit like that.
Shout out Patrick Peterson.
It just didn't happen this week. And like Andrew Booth, our rookie corner, that was his first start. And I knew all game they were gonna attack him, and they did. And he was awful. And like he had no safety help. Like
Yeah,
they
wasn't
didn't.
it like 160 yards of passing was on just on him? Like
Yeah, it
11
was,
catches.
dude. It was so bad.
I had high hopes. We took him. It was second round, right? Because we took Lewis
Yeah,
Seen first round. I thought that was just going to be our defense was set now. Return
yeah.
to Patrick Peterson. Our D line is healthy. We got Zadarius. We got Lewis Seen, who's supposedly like the hardest hitting like back in the college football last year, 2 years ago, and hasn't played. Well, he broke his leg in half in
Yeah.
London, right? Yeah.
No, yeah. Like Andrew Booth, yeah, we took him in the second. And it's like, okay, let's say he's a bust. Like that would suck, but at least we had a Caleb Evans who was a fourth rounder who had actually been playing like pretty good, but like he wasn't in the game because he had a concussion the week before. So it just was bad. It was just a bad, like everyone played like fucking dog shit. It was, besides Delvin, he was really the only like good player on the entire team that day.
I don't know. His brother's coming into his own on like in Buffalo too.
Yeah. It was cool to see them like play together and like have them like hold each other's jerseys up next to each other. Like they
Yeah.
look so alike. Like obviously they would because they're brothers, but
Except
like,
Dalvin Cook's like twice the size. Did you notice
oh
that?
yeah.
Like he's just like it's literally just like his little brother. Just boom.
But
But
like, no, our offensive line, like I guess just one last thing too about it, because like obviously Cousins is gonna get shit because he always does. And like I like Cousins more than like the average person does, but like I'll still like call it when I see it when like he has a bad game. But like he got pressured. I think I saw it was like 63% of like his dropbacks.
oh, we've
Uh-oh,
lost
Steven can't
Steven.
hear.
We lost Steven. Somebody get the fucking defibrillators out.
Me. All right, sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. On the bright side, looks like Joe Buck is our number one fan,
Let's
popular
go.
analyst, football analyst. I'll put a little clip in here, but looks like if you go to his Twitter page and then hit his link tree in the bio, it just goes straight to our YouTube channel. So shout out Joe Buck and shout out Bowser, I guess, for making that happen. I don't know if he knows about that.
I mean, I don't think he does, but I think like maybe when
He's
he
just a
finds
fan.
out, maybe he is a fan. Like he hasn't
He's just a
seen
fan.
anything, but
He's a huge fan.
could be a
The
huge
Yeah.
fact
fan.
the fact that a Twitter page with over 200 and what 30 something thousand followers hasn't gotten us more than 13 subscribers kind of pisses me off a little bit. So
But
Joe
like
Buck,
think yeah, like 13 people haven't told me they subscribed. So like maybe one of them is Joe.
oh, you're right.
Shout out Joe. Come on the podcast, Joe. We'd love to
Yeah,
have you.
anytime you're welcome. You can post up here with me or maybe TR's couch looks pretty comfy.
You're not
But
allowed. That's for sure.
if I can what one?
I said he's not allowed at my place.
Oh yeah, that's your humble abode.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and
No,
drug
not
dealers.
Siri. Why are you?
Uh-huh.
Whoa! All I heard was a uh-huh. Steven's getting head right now. Oh, he looked down like, no, stop.
That's why he couldn't hear us
I
earlier.
told
we
you,
cut off.
shut up.
He was like So speaking of Joe Buck though, I only found out that he had that as a link on his Twitter last night because he was doing Monday Night Football as he does every week. Did you guys see the size of the beers that the fans had? They were like full on like 60-ounce big gulps from 7-Eleven just full of beer in Mexico City for the football game.
They're probably Dos Equis
Probably right on tap.
or maybe a little Corona. You don't
That
fit
would
a
be
whole
awesome.
lime in those, right?
But like I seen like a bunch of them. Like I thought it was just one guy, like or one or two people that had like these. They're like no shit. They're like 7-Eleven 60-ounce big gulps full of beer, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just a couple guys figured they'd bring one in. No, it was like the whole crowd. I would just look around like in the back of the or on the stream for it, and there's just fucking big ass beers. I want to move to Mexico City.
Well, yeah, you know how you can at some stadiums you can buy the souvenir cups size. Maybe that's what Mexico
Not,
does.
I think that might be standard issue there. The amount of people that had
When
them.
when they played in Germany, the souvenir size beer was probably like a Das Boot. You just got one of those. And
Just a plastic DOS boot.
A later Husen.
Or might it? I think probably at the Germany game, they probably just had a keg under everybody's seat, and you just
Yeah.
pour your own. Elon Musk. I know we're getting popular with football broadcasters, but Elon Musk, if you're listening, let's buy a football team, and every seat comes with a keg.
Yo, speaking of Elon Musk though, did you see his troll like trying to shut down Twitter or something? Everyone was freaking out about that. And then like
Dude.
later that night he just goes, Twitter's never been more popular than today. So everyone's just on there freaking out. Yeah. Everyone's just posting their Instagram pages and stuff like that. Like, go follow me on this platform instead. I love Elon.
I also like how there's like a lot of celebrities and stuff have just decided to leave Twitter and have been like, you know what? I can't be on Twitter anymore after Elon bought it. So you can find me on my other socials. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
go fuck yourself.
fucking
I'm not going.
high and,
Is it
high and
because
mighty.
they don't want to pay the $8 for the check mark?
Yeah, they can't
you
afford
don't
it.
even have to. You don't even have to pay if you're like a legit like celebrity or source. You're still just like verified like normally. Like if you're a rando, then yeah, you pay for it. But if you're an actual like celebrity, you still don't have to pay for it. It's just the fact that they feel some weird like, I don't know, moral superiority. That
And
I don't know.
don't you have to have like a certain amount of like followers on Twitter to get your check mark before? Like you had to have like at least 100K or something like
No,
that.
there's people
like-
that are under that like had it before.
Oh, really?
I think
Yeah.
I don't remember
There
what
were some
criteria.
journalists. There were some
Oh,
journalists
yeah,
that only had like
but it's
3K.
the blue check mark. Like the white check mark you can get if you're like any business, like any small business, you can get verified because you'll have like a business account or something like that to get verified. But the blue check mark I thought was only to people that had like a certain amount of followers.
Okay, maybe I don't know that far.
I didn't know.
I
there
just
was a
noticed the
difference
check
between
mark. Yeah, I just know if it doesn't have a check mark, it's probably a fake account.
I don't have a check mark.
You fake.
I'm a fake account.
You could have one if you paid $8.
Oh yeah, I might do that actually.
Mhm.
For the
You
low,
could do
Cash App
you
me
could do
somebody
that.
$8.
You could do that, and then the next time Joe Buck tweets, you could post under his tweet and be like, "Thanks for being. Hey, just click to your link tree. Thanks for being such a big fan of the podcast." And then other people will see that and they'll be like, "What?
Yeah,
Check this.
That
What
might
the
be
fuck?"
that might be check this. What is this?
Yeah, I like how when you first click the link, it says like Daddy Joe's whatever,
Yeah.
and then it just says check this, and I'm like, no way. When you told me to go look at that, I was like, this is fake. I'm getting played. Somebody's pulling a prank on me. But that
Yeah,
was real. That was Joe Buck's account, bro. He's
Not
just sitting there
is.
clueless.
What do you mean?
That is Joe Buck's account.
So that's
just sitting there.
A question I had. Do analysts have like a media, like what are those people that like check media for famous people?
Advisor?
Like yeah, for like media advisor or whatever. He doesn't. 100% for sure he does not.
He does not have a PR person.
No, he does not have a PR person. Thanks for the lingo, boys. Put that in my vocabulary.
You take some math media and society school class.
Yeah, fucking
what? Learn all.
Dude, you're cutting in and out, bro. I can't hear you.
Really? Is it that bad?
Yeah, dude. What are you recording on? Is this
It
like
was
a Nokia
it was bad.
laptop?
It was bad for a second there.
Yeah, it's back now. What'd you say?
Dude, scat. The mass.
It's doing it again.
I'm dead.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Dude, he's fucking talking to us in Morse code.
Both headsets. Did you? Is it?
No, it's still doing the same thing. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm crying.
I don't know why it's so funny, but seeing Bowser laugh, just like, no, I'm dying.
All right, I switched it to the just onboard mic on the
Let's
the
go.
laptop. Is that fine now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
you're
you
good.
have knockoff AirPods? Confirmed.
No.
Steven doesn't have real AirPods.
Did you have the Chinese? Well, it's all made in China.
They worked the
you
first
have,
two
like,
podcasts just fine. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it.
Oh, wait,
Don't
it's
know.
because you had both of them in. They couldn't decide which one to record.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, shout out Joe Buck. That brings
Yeah,
us to
come
our
on the pod.
next segment. Steven, do you want to pull a top 5?
Well, I don't have to pull it this week. It's predetermined.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
This week's top 5 for episode 3 is top 5 Thanksgiving sides due to Thanksgiving being in a couple days here. What is today? 2 days. So we're gonna go top 5 Thanksgiving sides, and when we kind of discussed about that, can we do appetizers, or does it have to be like sides that are on a plate with your turkey?
It
I
depends.
think
There's
I
some
think a
things that
thanks-
we like eat as a family for like
yeah,
appetizers
pickles
beforehand.
and like meat and cheese trays.
I think a
fruits.
side at Thanksgiving honestly is just anything besides the turkey.
Okay, so it
I
doesn't matter.
guess besides pumpkin pie, maybe you consider that dessert. But other than that, I
Yeah,
think
yeah. No
anything else
desserts.
goes as a side.
I don't know. Actually, I'm on the exact opposite side of ETR. We'll rock paper scissors over this. But like I don't put the meat and cheese tray stuff on my dinner plate. Like
Well,
at
you don't have to
Thanksgiving.
pick. Why would you pick meat?
But those
and
are
cheese?
the those are the appetizers.
My family's
Like, you know
one
what
of
I
the appetizers is like shrimp, and I love shrimp. So like
yeah,
shrimp
but you don't
and
put that on your Thanksgiving.
I know
plate.
that's why I'm saying. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking about that. I was
Yeah.
like,
So no
is that a
appetizers, no
side?
desserts.
We've never
There's
done
only so many
appetizers, I
things on
guess.
your.
I
We've
feel
only
so
ever
bad
done
for
the
you, TR.
turkey, and then we've only ever done like just it's the turkey and then everything else with it just gets served right away.
Wait, you don't do turkey and ham?
No, we do turkey and ham.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another thing too. Do you consider ham a side or is ham just a part of the main course?
Ham is like the turkey's like friend. You know what I mean?
Equivalent. No,
It's a
so it's
team.
not a
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, not a
Okay.
side. If there's ham in it, like ham, scallop potatoes, or whatever, like that's a side still.
That's a side, yeah.
But not like just the ham.
Just ham, right? No.
All right, who wants to go first? I'll go
Are we?
first.
Yeah. Are we doing it in order from like? Are we ranking it 5
No,
to
just
1
top
or
5.
just top
We don't
5?
need. We don't need to do it in
Cool.
specific order.
Because I'm having a hard time honestly without that appetizers naming 5 side like. All right, go ahead.
Here, I'll do an example for you. So we got mac and cheese, obviously, stuffing, another great side, green bean casserole, but only if you put name brand French's onions like on top of it. It has to be name brand. I don't want no fake shit. Then obviously King's Hawaiian rolls, excellent side, and mashed potatoes and gravy. Pretty like
You didn't-
regular
You
top
didn't
5.
name one of my top 5.
Not
I
even
can't-
one of them.
Well,
I
no,
can't
you
lie,
named.
Bowser. Like that was pretty much my exact
Perfect.
top 5.
Yeah.
Did you
besides, like,
say?
one.
Did you say
Like-
stuffing?
Yeah, it said stuffing.
Oh, never mind then. I thought I had you on one. Okay, well,
Alright.
I think we just made this super easy because I'll go stuffing, mashed potatoes, King's Hawaiian. It's got to be King's Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, no.
A lot
no
of people
great
like to
value,
serve
no-
like the what the croissants. A lot of people. It's got to be King's Hawaiian.
It's pronounced
Croissants.
croissant.
Yeah, I'm sorry, creme fraiche.
Croissant.
And then I don't like green bean casserole, but I know it's popular. My family doesn't eat mac and cheese with Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's
the
normal for
fuck
you guys.
is wrong with your family?
I don't know. We eat shrimp for an appetizer. Does that count?
That sounds lit, bro. That actually makes up for not having mac and cheese.
Yeah, and we fry our
100%.
bird. Fucking oven.
Yeah, we do
dude.
too. Yeah,
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
oven.
Fried.
I might
turkey
air
is the
fry.
best.
I might air fry a small turkey this year just for myself.
That's
on-
different though.
on
You gotta have
Sunday.
that canola oil.
You
That
can brush that
taste.
shit on there. That's what I do with the
Okay.
rest of the meat that I cook in the air fryer.
I don't even know how many I named there, but I'll just say ditto. Whatever you said. Those are my top.
Yeah,
5.
I mean, like I want to make mine different, but honestly, like the top 5, like in no order, one is always going to be green bean casserole. That's my favorite.
Yeah, same. Shout out green
like,
bean casserole, boys. Start.
Like that's one, and then otherwise, yeah, like stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy are like the classics. You have to have those. And then my family also doesn't do mac and cheese. They've done it like only 2 times, but like mac and cheese is in the top 5 because I just love mac and cheese. And I've been to a couple other Thanksgivings and it's like they had mac and cheese. So like
Some people use
mac
spaghetti.
and cheese.
I'm gonna
Really?
I'm gonna figure out
I've
what
never heard of that.
what town you guys are eating Thanksgiving in, and if I can find a restaurant in that town that is open, I'm gonna DoorDash your family a fucking mac and cheese. Like, I don't care. It needs to be at Thanksgiving. Try it out. Maybe that's what you guys bring this year.
If you DoorDashed mac and cheese from any restaurant in my
Better be
hometown,
KFC.
you'd get like Kraft. No, we don't have any like legit restaurants. We have the
Does your
bowling
hometown
alley.
even have DoorDash?
No.
Yeah.
No one in my hometown even knows what DoorDash is. If you ask someone in my hometown what a DoorDash is, they're like, oh, that's when a bunch of hooligans knock on your door and run away. It's a DoorDash. Like
You gotta ask for it on Facebook like your mom did. The tamales. Did
anyone
what's she-
DoorDash
did
you for
Judy
Thanksgiving?
did Judy Webster find her tamales, by the way?
Yeah, she did.
Good.
She's got plenty of tamales for Thanksgiving. But no, yeah. What did
booty
I say? So
Judy.
green bean casserole, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, mac and cheese. Yeah, I guess I would have to go King's Hawaiian 5. Like it's literally the exact same
Dude,
as you.
yeah.
I can't think of anything that
Dude,
would
that's
that would be in
why
my
we
top
made this
5. Like,
podcast. You know, we're so in sync.
I guess if I'm thinking outside of top 5 that are also some of my favorites, like sweet potatoes. Like I love sweet potato. Like sweet potato casserole is so fucking good.
Wait, dude,
Dude,
does
how
your family
about- how
put
about-
like marshmallows on top of the
Yeah,
sweet
yeah,
potato?
yeah.
Dude,
That's how you gotta have
gross.
them. What? Really?
Dude, the only way a sweet
Oh.
potato's good is if you deep fry that bitch. Sweet potato tot, sweet potato fries, a
Well, of
sweet
course,
potato.
but dude, with the
Oh,
marshmallows
corn.
on
Is
top,
corn?
oh.
People eat corn, right? On Thanksgiving? That could be-
Nobody eats corn unless
We-
they put it in their mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's what like we have corn, but I only put it in the mashed potatoes. I make a little famous bowl for my leftovers.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's my
that's
that's
always
my
what I do.
leftovers. Yeah, leftovers container. God dang. We got some Thanksgiving solved.
Yeah, but hey, really starchy, dude.
Hang on,
Shout out.
but what's your guys' favorite dessert? Since we didn't really get a lot of difference in there.
Yeah, I mean, pumpkin pie is a classic, but my family also likes to do a French silk pie. So good. They smack.
Yeah, I mean, my family always does a pumpkin pie, but if I got to choose, like my family's dessert every Thanksgiving, it would be apple pie because that's just my favorite kind of pie. So
Oh, a pecan.
My favorite
too.
dessert. My favorite dessert
Pecan's
is
good.
probably like just Cool Whip. Just Cool,
just,
Cool Whip.
just
I
a
have
spoon,
to, like,
a spoonful of Cool Whip.
Just Cool Whip, and like only make it like acceptable to eat in front of my family. I do have to put pumpkin pie on it, but
Do you
not a
deep fry it?
spoonful. No, not a spoonful of Cool Whip. I just mean the container. Like I like to be the last to get dessert, and I'll just take what the smallest amount, whatever container has the least amount left in it, and just put a fucking whole piece of pumpkin pie in that bitch.
Well, you better be fucking last. Like little Jimmy comes up after you, grabs a slice of pumpkin pie, and then like there's no Cool Whip, and they're like,
Oh,
we just
got like
found a
multiple
fresh
containers.
tub.
Big family, bro. We got
And then Bowser's in the corner with like 2 tubs of Cool Whip and a spoon, shoveling it down his pie hole. Pie hole, pun intended.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Do you guys family fuck with cranberry sauce or no?
Dude, fuck
Oh,
cranberry sauce.
cranberries. Yeah, that's another big one. But no, I hate
My-
cranberries.
It's
my
like
my
shitty
family
jelly.
never did it.
But that is a classic, though. That's another good side.
What are you? I've never even really known.
What are you
how
supposed to put it
eat
on?
it? Yeah, like
Yeah.
do you
Eat it
just
on
put
the,
it on
it's supposed
stuff,
to be
or-
by itself, I think.
No,
Really?
I think I've seen it like on turkey, but like those fucking ancient people
Lunatics,
still.
yeah.
Or
baking
maybe
their
you could use it
turkeys.
as a jelly and put it on a roll.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, though. It's like somebody took 3 like gallons of Schmucker's cranberry jelly and just packed it into that little can.
See like the King's Hawaiian rolls. What I do with them, like I butter them, and then I put
Yep.
some turkey, some mashed
Little
potatoes,
Sammy's.
a little bit of like green
Slider
bean
action.
casserole on
Yes,
it, and then
sir.
I just douse it in gravy, and then I just
We
eat
should
like
open a
5
food truck.
sliders with all of it.
Show up with a food truck that's just
Check
like
this food
Thanksgiving.
truck.
Yeah, just
Check this.
Thanksgiving food, just like how we
Texas
eat
Thanksgiving food truck.
It's
It's
just
just
Joe.
like-
It's just Joe Buck's face on our food truck.
it. We'll just only have we'll have it'll be like a 3-course meal. We'll have appetizers, just cheese and crackers, and then for main meal we'll have turkey and mashed potatoes with corn
Hey,
sliders.
if we're
on the
having
King's
apps,
Hawaiian.
if we're having apps,
And
I'm
then-
putting shrimp. I'm putting shrimp out.
Yeah, put that on. Yeah.
Oh, and
we'll
deviled
we'll
eggs?
figure out
Deviled
the whole
eggs,
menu.
baby.
Dude, those aren't even like those are definitely like the only appetizer that goes on my main plate for sure.
Oh, so it's
like-
a side.
No, it's an appetizer. It makes it on the top. Like you go through the line and then you go back to where the appetizer table is, and you grab, one deviled egg. You put it right next to the mashed potatoes that don't have gravy on them yet.
If we're ever doing deviled eggs, I'm usually just like when I'm going through the line to grab everything, I'm usually just grabbing like 2 quick ones and like
And just
eating
eats
them
it.
quick. And then and then I'm just putting everything else on my plate.
Oh man, that's savage as hell.
Everyone's just behind me in line, and I'm sitting there with my one half-eaten deviled egg, and I'm like, sorry guys.
I'm gonna need you to wait a second, Aunt Sally. All right, I need to eat
You-
these eggs.
Do you guys like the dark meat or the white meat more?
Dark
White.
meat,
The
man.
turkey.
Really? I like the white. I'm all breast.
Yeah.
Just like the
Nice.
turkey boobs. Give me them
No.
boobies.
Yeah, right here. No, I'm definitely dark meat, man. If I could get the leg, I'll try, but you gotta be quick with that.
You
Not
guys
with my family, dude. That's all.
have you have you guys ever eaten the neck of the turkey?
The
The
gizzard?
gizzard. Jinx, you owe me a beer.
Yeah, I usually snag that every year. My mom usually saves that for me because no one else will eat it.
I think I ate it once when I was a kid, and obviously when you're a kid, you think everything that's new is disgusting or like weird is disgusting. So what does it taste like though? Because I've never eaten it since then.
It's like it just tastes like dark meat turkey, but like I don't know, maybe just slightly more. I don't know what the word is. Grainier. I don't really know. That makes it sound really gross. I like it. I think it's pretty.
So it's like
good.
somebody dropped
it's
like a turkey thigh in sand.
yeah. And
Oh, that's not too
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and then you pick it like you're outside, you're doing Thanksgiving outside this year, and you walk by the sand pit, you accidentally drop it in for a half a second, you grab it, and you're like, oh well, I'm sure
Nice
it's
shout out
fine.
to people who live in a place that doesn't have a shit ton of snow right now. Dropping their turkey in the sand. Oh, you guys want to do my did you know of the week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you guys know that a dwarf and a midget are two different things? Like,
What?
I thought-
one
not
was
know
just
that.
like politically correct and one
Yeah,
was-
that same,
Yeah,
bro.
same.
Same.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, for real. Okay, so yeah, a dwarf is somebody that I almost said I did say something, my bad. Apologize, dwarves. Is somebody that is under 4'10" and has disproportionate body characteristics, so like bigger arms with like a small torso or something like that, or whatever. And then midgets are like perfectly regular person, but just shorter than 4'10" as well.
Oh wait,
So, like,
isn't the politically like correct term is like little person? Isn't that what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah, they're both like so dwarves don't care that they're called dwarves because like they're
I mean,
cool.
It's just the science. It's the
I mean,
scientific name for 'em.
most, yeah, most of them. Midgets not a fan, but they're both classified as little people. Midgets don't like to be called midgets.
Yeah,
But-
because they're totally fine body proportion wise. They're just really short.
Yeah, they're just 37
So
inches
that's
tall.
which I'm sorry, but midget, that's a cooler name
It's
than little person.
yeah, it's way cooler.
If
Like,
I was a midget, I'd be like, if you call me
Yo,
a
it's
little
Midgy Midge,
person,
bruh.
I'm gonna murder you. Like,
Shout out Sweatshirt's ex-girlfriend.
Shut up. She might have been a dwarf. Now that I know that there's a difference,
that
like, I
a-
thought there
I
was
don't-
just
wait,
midgets
can-
and
I
don't
dwarves and
think
little
so.
people.
can
were
we
like,
wait? Can we should we leave that in all honesty?
yeah, we're leaving that in for sure. I don't want to like. Steven's
right.
a busy guy.
Dude, the edits are starting to come along though. The more I play around with the videos,
Yeah, give the people some visual aids for this bit.
well, I don't know about that though. That might be a little aggressive. I'm not putting her up. I won't.
No,
put
not
an image
her.
of-
Not
okay,
her.
I was gonna say.
No, I just mean like just use like the guy for like the what's his name from Game of Thrones. Just use
Peter
him as the
Dinklage?
dwarf because he's
Is
a
that his
dwarf
name?
technically. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
dwarves,
could you imagine?
dwarves
You're like
have
you're
like
just out,
the
you're out and
hands.
about, and they're like, "No, I'm a dwarf." And you're like, "Hold on," and grabs the tape measure out. You're like, "Okay, technically."
Yeah. No, they're the same height, and they both are like categorized as little people, but yeah, I guess they're two different things.
I
I
saw
thought
like
dwarves
two,
was just like a cool name for, or like a PC way to say midget.
Yeah.
I saw
where
like
did
two
you find
dwarves
this?
at the Vikings game.
Couldn't tell you really. I think I just like
Ate it up.
Yeah, fake news. No, I think I was just like on Reddit or Twitter or something like that, and I seen some post about it. No, I was on Instagram, and like there's a bunch of posts coming up of like a bunch of midgets, or I don't know. We'll just say little people doing like the TikToks and stuff like that, because like all the like I don't know, Instagram's getting weird, Twitter's better.
There's like
But
a
then
search
there was like a
algorithm with
comment on
that.
it, like the first thing, like comment that was on like the top of it, like the pinned comment or whatever, was like, "Did you know those are midgets and not dwarves?" And I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And then I like looked it up and like looked into it. Why do you have to make me
And
explain myself?
have you guys I forgot what movie it was. I think it was Jackass 3. They did
Oh
a
yeah,
they
when
did a
they like,
they
well,
did
yeah,
a
when they,
sketch
yeah,
where fucking it was Wee Man with his wife or what, and I think it was his actual like wife or whatnot. Maybe I could be wrong on that, but they went into a bar and they were just sat down and got beers or whatever, like a normal, hidden cameras and stuff, no one knows. And then another like little person walked in and he was pretending to be like her ex, and they kind of got in a little fight. And then he told Wee Man like fuck off, and then he
Was
left the
that pun
bar.
intended?
He he he
They
left
got
the
a little
bar.
fight.
Yeah, he left the bar, and then he came back with like three other little people as backup, and then they all got in a big
there's
like,
an army of them, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
And they
of
started
a
running
fighting
bigger
in
down
the
the
fight.
bar.
street. Yeah,
A
And then
little
all of
bit
a
bigger
sudden,
fight.
two cops walked in who were also little people, like pretend cops walked in, and they like arrested him. And then one of the little people was like on the ground, like he had been hurt. And then two little people, paramedics, came in, like attempted to put him on a stretcher, but they couldn't like lift it properly because their arms weren't big enough. So they kept dropping him, and then eventually he got out and ran off. And then all of them left, and everyone in the bar was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And like the person with the hidden cameras walking up to everyone, going like, "What just happened?" And the bartender's like, "A bunch of midgets came in here and had a fight in our bar, and there were a bunch of little midget cops." Uh,
That probably just scarred somebody for life. They think that they have just like they're a different part of society. Like they have their own cops, own hospitals. It's just like somebody's like Princess Play yard in the backyard that they live in. All right. But yeah, speaking of midgets, yeah, I put this together. This is me actually being prepared for episode 3. That leads me to Bowser's questions of the week. Can midgets talk down to other adults or just babies?
wow, wow.
like could a like are you saying like, so could like a
Like
little
belittle
person
them.
who's like, if there was a little person who's like 40 and
Just
there was a
pissed.
teenager who's like, I don't know, causing a ruckus, would they be able to actually yell at the teenager and be
Yeah,
Yeah,
taken
dude, you
seriously is the
gotta
question.
respect the elders, right?
yeah, but are
I
they going
guess.
to?
Depends on how big of a jackass the teenager that's causing a ruckus is.
Dude, that'd be kind of wild though. Imagine like we've all been teenagers. Imagine you're just doing some teenager shit and a
Not me. I
dwarf
actually I
or a
skipped
midget
teenage.
just comes just comes up and just starts yelling at you, and then you start laughing. He just hits you in the dick, just bow, just drops you right then and there. Yeah, that would probably cause some humility for you.
For sure.
All right, we're cutting this out of the fucking podcast. Moving on to the next one.
What? No, we're not
No,
cutting
no,
it.
no, no. We're cutting we're cutting the question of the week out. Just that part.
I'm not cutting it.
God damn it. All right. Well, next on the docket we have the CEOs and Office Hose party from a few years ago that got busted. Take it away, TR.
Oh, I didn't know I was narrating this. I
Well,
mean,
I just like give it. You're the best talker out
I'll,
of the three of
I
us.
guess. Like, well, so this was, I don't know how long ago it was, 4 years ago,
Something like that.
probably something like that. Maybe like 3.5. Who knows? But
I was still underage. Yeah, I think so.
yeah. Well, what? No, you were definitely 21.
No, I
So
wasn't. Yeah, because Ryan and I
I
ran
know,
from
I
that
know, I
party.
know.
Oh yeah, definitely 21. Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Uh, so we had a
Arrest me.
party, and it was CEOs and office hoes. And for those of you who don't know what that is, the guys dress like CEOs, so they just look nice. Just everyone looks nice is basically what it is. Everyone just dresses up fancy. Um, we just like to call it CEOs and office hoes. Like you could say, oh, the girls dress up like, I don't know, the sexy receptionist at work, but You know,
Sally.
we're a very pro woman podcast here, so it's just for funny. So no one get all up and bitching at us about this.
Yeah,
All right, it's a funny name. um, yeah, and it was at the place that we would usually throw like parties at.
Bangers.
I don't know. It was an apartment, but it was a big apartment. Like you're thinking to yourself, you can't throw a big party in an apartment. You could in this one. It was a fucking like.
It was like over a
I mean,
business, like over top of a business. So it was like think of just an entire house, but you only have the upstairs, and you have a big ass porch and stuff like that.
yeah, it was a big place. Certainly big enough
The
to throw a
porch
nice
caught
party.
fire, by
Like
the way.
A couple times.
Couple times.
how, by the way, like I don't even remember that. Like, was that at a party or didn't it? Wait, didn't it just
No,
catch
I think
fire one time randomly? Like.
I don't think that can happen, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Just
Well,
that
well, not
at-
ran. I don't mean
Yes,
randomly.
it
As in
can
just
Just
out
be,
of
but it's called
it's just
spontaneous
spontaneous
combustion.
combustion. Yeah, okay.
I meant like it just happened not at a party one time, didn't it? Like,
Yeah,
Well,
I think
that
Ash
wasn't at
lit
the
it on
Ashtray.
fire. Yeah, it was because
Was it? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, there was one. There
he was
too, yeah.
outside like smoking or something, and he just lit it on fire.
no, yeah, but yeah, it. I mean, I don't know honestly a lot of the details. Like, besides it got busted.
It was a
which
wild. It was a wild night.
when it got busted, I don't even know what. I was 21 at the time, so I didn't like do anything. But I don't like. Did the cops even come up into the place? Because I
Wait,
stayed there
yeah,
the whole
so-
time.
Yeah, they
So,
did. I remember
Earlier
when the
on in the
stairs.
night, yeah,
Go
like-
for it.
yeah, earlier on in the night. So I got way too fucked up way too early. I may or may not have been drinking and doing some other things, and I got way too hammered way too early. Fell down in the bathroom, but like there's only one bathroom and it's small as fuck in this apartment. So like at least the bathroom part is.
Yeah.
So I got drug out of the bathroom by I don't even know who to the porch, so that way like I could just be bowling. And I like woke up and there was like cops like outside of the apartment, and I was like all right, get your shit together, let's talk to them. And then I didn't have my shit together though, so I was like talks to the cops and I'm like, oh, you're looking for the homeowner, I got you. Walk in the house, I'm like looking for the owner of the ashtray. I find him and I send him that way, and I don't really know what happened after that because I went into like the hiding hole of the house.
All I really remember now that we're talking about like when they arrived was I think they told everyone to leave, and I remember the stairs to get up to that porch area were like all snowed over and it was really slick. And my dumbass slipped down the entirety of the stairs, ass like just slid down it right in front of the cops. And then yeah, good thing
I remember that because
found a
like
ride.
I like went to the hiding hole of it and we could hear them like talking upstairs. And so like in this apartment, there was a place that you could like get down to the business that was underneath of it. So we were hiding in that stairwell, and we were like looking out and like trying to listen to the cops, see what they were saying and shit. And me and shout out Ryan Yondel, almost forgot your name, buddy. I'm sorry. Shout out the Yondon. Him and I, we were always like, we're dipping. If party ever gets busted, we're dipping. So we're like searching out. We go out of the bottom downstairs door and we're like looking. And I heard Steven fall. Like I didn't know it was you at the time, so I couldn't see you. But then like I'm hiding underneath the staircase after you fell, and the cops were still upstairs, and I was pissing, and they start coming down the stairs. So I keep pissing, finish, and then like run back to where Ryan Yondel's at, and we just dipped out of there and like left the party.
See, I swear I didn't leave like before the cops got there or anything. I feel like I was there pretty much the whole time, but I just don't remember them being inside the actual apartment. Maybe I was outside smoking a cig or something, and like they just didn't come into the porch. I don't know. Because I remember walking in at one point and Ash is there and he's like, hey man, the cops just came. Yeah, now it's like starting to come back to me. I went and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, they were like literally just here. Maybe I'd quickly gone back because at that time we lived in the apartment just, down the street.
Yep.
Right next. So maybe I'd gone back to grab something and came back. I don't remember, but because I remember I certainly hadn't left yet. Like, because
I remember. I think I think we did a little 40 hand action that night because I remember there was a bunch of duct tape and like empty 40s just laying in the living room, and they
Yeah, a
were
bunch of Mickey's grenades.
they mentioned that, and they were they were like, who won? And I'm pretty sure I said not me, and then I stumbled out of
Then
the
falls
house.
down the stairs.
Yeah,
And then you
I'm
fell
pretty,
down the stairs.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I did my 40 hands that night in like 8 minutes, and then I like threw up immediately because that's what happens when you consume that much liquid that fast. And I'm pretty sure that's why I was just like all fucked up in the bathroom. I think I fell down and like was in like the shower and shit. And I'm pretty sure Steve, weren't you one of the people that pulled me out, Steven? Or was that
It's
Bumchuck?
possible, yeah.
Yeah. I had a bunch of I also had a bunch of things in my pocket that can get crushed up. And I got thrown, like when I got thrown on the porch, they all fell out. So the next day when I came back, there's just a bunch of orange powder like all over the ground too. Like on particle board like flooring too.
Man, I like I said, I still just can't really remember like too much about that. Was this
What about
I think
McPants?
here, Bowser, you're in this pick. That was that same night, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
was
so.
it that same one? Because we had a couple of those parties there.
I think I
was that
have
think
the
a
I might
few.
yeah.
I think I have a few videos of the ashtray that I can throw in. And I remember I'm pretty sure I have a picture of like we all had like an OTE piss off. We were saying who
Oh yeah,
could finish
distance.
first. Yeah.
Distance. I don't know if it was distance or not. Who could finish first?
Like who could pee faster than everyone else? Everyone was just fucking put like it was like intense. It was like "Arr!"
Well, yeah, when you do Edward 40 hands, and one of the rules is you can't go pee until you're done, and it's like, well,
Yeah,
by the
'cause
time everyone finishes at around the same time, everyone's got to fucking go.
yeah, sometimes when you really gotta pee and then you're just standing there for like it feels like 10 minutes and it's just you can feel your bladder just
That's when I respond
release
to emails
pressure.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the worst too, because I got like beer just goes right through me. Like when I break the seal, it's done, and I'm pissing every fucking like 15 minutes. That's why it's the worst with darts for me. Like I've always said this, like I hate when I break the seal if we're like playing beer darts or whatnot. And like I go piss on a tree or whatnot, and I come back to the circle, and I have to get up every like it seems like 15 20 minutes and go. And in the back of my head, I'm always like, as I walk to go to the same tree to piss, I'm always thinking in the back of my mind, like, damn, everyone's judging me. I bet everyone's looking at me right now and going, oh look, there goes Noah, he's pissing again for like the 10th time in the last like hour and a half. What a loser. I always get like self-conscious about it. I go to piss and I'm like, everyone's saying it, everyone's going, God, Noah pisses all the time.
No, I like anytime I see somebody peel out, I'm like, damn, that's a guy with a good set of kidneys on him right there.
Yeah, I guess it is healthy.
Yeah, it's pretty healthy. Like if I get worried if I don't pee, like
You guys gotta stop talking. I gotta piss so bad right now.
yeah, so do I.
All right, we're gonna cut to
take a
commercial
fiver.
break here. I gotta pee.
Commercial break.
All right.
So put up a video of like or like a commercial for like one of those bladder commercials.
Put up the commercial for like the Scrub Daddy or something.
I'll put no. A, I think we'll get copyright struck, and then B,
Yeah.
I think if anything, we'll put up like Activia, like the Greek yogurt that makes you poop.
Greek. All right, time.
Oh, I've got a good story about Activia.
Oh, wait,
when we come
no,
back,
hang on.
too.
Oh, okay. When you come back, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I don't know Activia story. So I was in my dorm. It was freshman year of college, and I was in my dorm, and I was just really like not really hungry, but I just like wanted something. Like I just needed like something to eat, and I had like nothing like for snacks or any shit like that. And my roommate fucking had Activia yogurt for some reason in his mini fridge.
Was that roommate?
Wasn't his last name Bundy?
Yeah, Bundy. Shout out Bundy. Not hopefully no relation to, Ted, but
Maybe it was
yeah.
relation to Al.
I took his one of his Activias because he had like 10. So my first thought was, man, this guy's got bad digestion. But I was like, he's not gonna miss one of these. And I was like, and it's just one yogurt. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, and I can eat. I'm not like lactose intolerant or anything. I can eat yogurt and all that shit all day. I'm fine. But I ate one of those yogurts, and yeah, it was bad. I went
It
to the
works?
bathroom. Yeah, it works. Review time for quick active. Shout out Activia. It fucking works.
If you can't poop,
I went to the bathroom like 3 times that night for like at least 10 minutes each time. It was bad. And yeah, I think we were all hanging out too that night at one point, like at your place, Steven. Uh and I was just praying, like, man, I really hope this doesn't carry on into the night. And I'm all flushed out by the time I leave, because this is bad right now. And that was just and they weren't even like normal full size ones. They were tiny little ones, like almost that they would hand out for like a
like
sample.
Danimals,
Like a
like
Danimal,
Danimal
Yeah,
size?
Danimal
and like-
shot
and like-
glass
Dude,
of Activia.
shout out Danimals, bro. You guys need bigger packaging. for
Dude,
real.
why we never found out also who won the Danimal sweepstakes. You know, who
Yeah.
got the like the
Nobody.
fun house and all that shit. Who won? It was
They
a
for sure
scam. That's
did
what
exactly
believe,
what
too.
I did in middle school. So like in middle school, I ran a little Ponzi scheme. I found these like tickets that you could like raffle tickets or whatever, and I like made like a little like $100 prize, but there was like $1 per ticket. So I was like, I gotta sell at least 100 tickets, and I sold like probably like almost 1,000 tickets for it, and then like but every time I like had like ticket bucket, there was only like 30 in there, so it looked like you were able to win like pretty easily. Like you'd win $100 for pretty much only like 30 people. So I'd always keep like the bucket really low, and then I filled it all up with everybody's tickets at the end. And then there's like, oh, there's like 1 in 1,000 chance or whatever to actually win the money. But yeah, a little pro tip for you guys trying to hustle out there.
Damn.
Make them
You
think that
son
they
of a
can win.
bitch.
Make them think they can win with only 30 people.
Man, the amount of times we would go to like Walmart and I would just beg my mom to buy me like, come on, please, let's get at least 2 packs of Danimals. Like, I'm feeling lucky.
I'm trying to win. I want the bounce
That's where
house,
that's
dog.
where the gambling addiction started. I was like, Mom, please, just let's go. We got to get Danimals one more time. I'm feeling lucky on this one. And I'd grab like in the car on the ride home. I'm fucking taking the thing off and slurping it down and looking at and I'm like, fuck, this one's not a winner.
Try again, yeah. Did you guys do the box top stuff? Like
What were
on
the box tops thing? I thought that was just for Ronald McDonald. Or no,
I don't
those are
know.
No,
the
that's-
tabs.
I'm pretty
Those are the
sure like we
tabs.
got it was like if you turned in so many at your school or whatever, you'd get like a prize. It ended up being like a bag of pencils, so whatever.
Those fucking bastards. They're probably
Yeah.
used.
They weren't sharpened.
We had something like that, yeah. I remember one year we did like a soup can drive, like a canned food thing, and it was like whoever brings the most can get like I don't know, a shitty pencil topper and whatever. And man, the nerds really wanted the pencil topper because they they went hard. They were like, I brought 60 bags of ramen noodles and fucking 10 cases of Campbell's soup. I'm in the lead now.
They
And
were
it's
like, "No,
yeah,
you idiot! It was canned food, and you brought packages of ramen."
man, those school fundraiser type things.
Did you guys ever have to like sell chocolate bars or whatever?
No.
Yeah, in
There's like a big
boys-
box.
for Boy Scouts I did when I was in Boy Scouts for like 1 year.
I thought you guys sold popcorn.
We did that too, but 1 year we also or that same
And
year that we
Christmas
sold
wreaths.
popcorn.
Yeah, and Christmas wreaths. Outrageously priced too,
We didn't
according
do-
to my aunt. But yeah,
We didn't sell Christmas wreaths the year I was in it.
the 1 year.
Yeah,
He
literally.
dropped
Sounds
out
about
because
right.
of it. Yeah, you're
Like,
like, "What do you
damn, we
mean?"
ain't selling wreaths. I ain't about this shit, bro.
No, I dropped out because it just sucked. It just wasn't fun. Like it just like oh look, I'm sorry, but we had a woman as our troop leader and
Oh, so you were
it
in the Girl
wasn't
Scouts.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It was me and like 3 other guys that year, and we didn't do any outdoorsy shit like I thought.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know,
say
Boy
none of you
Scouts
guys
is.
got your fucking wildlife badges for sure.
Yeah, so after 1 year, I was like, that was a waste of my school year. I'm not doing that again. So
I joined Boy Scouts or something. I don't know if it was Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts, whatever the fuck it was. I
Probably
joined
Cub
it because
Scouts.
probably Cub Scouts actually, yeah, because that's like when you're like little, like real little. Yeah, I only joined it because like I wanted to race the cars. We did that week 2. I never showed up again. I was done. Like fuck the like the Derby racers or whatever.
yeah, the Pinewood Derby.
Yeah, that shit was lit as hell. I think I got like
Yeah,
third place, and I was like, damn, I suck. I'm out.
yeah,
This
that was
bitch.
that was really the only Boy Scout thing we did the year I was in it. Like that, and then the selling popcorn that everyone does. But yeah, otherwise it wasn't. It sucks.
Shit was trash. You heard it here first.
Man.
Do you guys want to get into the would you rather segment of the episode?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. I thought of I think I thought of it like an okay one, like, but mainly because I had fast food on the mind. So one of them has to do with fast food, but it's basically like it's pretty simple. But would you rather never eat like fast food again? So like you can't ever get fast food, like if you're on a trip somewhere, if you're whatever on the road and you want to stop somewhere, like no fast food, no place with a
Do
drive-through.
do gas stations count?
No, so you can still get like gas station
I can
food.
still go get a little hot dog on
But
the
If
you
road.
if you're just chilling at home and you DoorDash it, does that count as
That's
going
still
there?
fast food.
that counts as fast food. Just anything that you would consider fast food, you can't eat it ever again.
Okay.
So there's that. Or would you rather every time you drink, your limit is 4 drinks and then you black out every single time, no matter what it is, even if it's beer, you're gonna black out after 4. So you can either every time you drink, you're always gonna get
I can
blackout no
still
matter
only get
what.
as drunk as I can off those 4 drinks. It's like 4 shots or like 4 glasses of wine or 4 beers.
Yeah, so no matter what it is, if it's 4 beers, 4 shots, 4 mixies, whatever, you are blackout
Well, I
after
mean, you can't
4.
really do
That's like the
mixies because
cutoff.
like there's regular mixies and then there's like my
There's
mixies.
doubles and there's like, yeah. But like
Well,
let's
it's
just
like
say you go to
who's determining the size of the cup they're using?
I think it has to be. I think it has to be like what a bar would
like
consider a
it
drink,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's
like
a
a
good
mixed
yeah.
drink.
You'd
Yeah.
save
you
a hell of a
you
lot
can
more money that way.
yeah. So you can do that and your limit is only no matter where you are, like 4 drinks or whatever. But now you can't ever eat fast food again. Or, you still have that luxury of getting fast food whenever you want. But again, you know that like you're gonna black out after 4 times. Me personally, I was like, you know what? I'm like honestly, I'll take the blacking out after 4 and I'll just deal with limiting myself. I don't think I can deal with the
Not ever getting fast food.
not ever getting fat because it's just the
I'm.
convenience factor of it. Like
I
on a
mean,
long
like,
road trip and I just want to stop somewhere, like, and I don't want any shitty like gas station. Not that fast food is any much better, honestly, but like it's just the convenience factor. I don't think I could give that up. So I'll go with blacking out after 4 drinks, and I'll just
like,
limit myself.
I've been wanting to like cut out fast food because I don't know, it's fucking just not good, really. But if you would have asked me 2 years ago, like before COVID, or I guess like maybe 3 years ago, almost now, like before COVID, I would have definitely done the same thing. Definitely would have done the blacking out after 4 drinks. But like fast food hasn't been readily available for the last like 2-3 years, really. Like we got Arby's closing on a Tuesday. Like, what the fuck's up with that? And then like even McDonald's like during the height of everything was closed down. So I would definitely just get rid of fast food because I'll fuck up a gas station. Casey's got the pizza. Have you ever been to a Quick Trip? You're in Wisconsin now, TR. Quick Trip's got like chicken Sammys,
Yeah, they got good shit
wings.
because now it's like
Their
the more I
wings
think
suck,
about
but
it,
they have them.
the more I think about it, it's like, dude, imagine like I was just at a wedding a couple weekends ago. Like, imagine you go to a wedding and it's like everyone's drinking, having a good time, and you just know like I can't have more than 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
like
would
okay,
suck.
yeah. So you have to
Otherwise the
leave
night's
every
over.
wedding at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. I'd
Oh.
probably pick the fast food too. But like, so fast is like Five Guys fast food, or is
Yeah,
that
that's
like
fast food.
I see? I don't know. That's like there's no
I think
drive
like
through
even I would
like
even say like
Chipotle or
I would say
I
anything
would
that you can get your food in like under 10 minutes is fast food. So like I would even
sometimes
say
it
like
takes longer than
Perkins.
that.
I would say even like Denny's, Perkins, like all those. I think those are still fast food. Cause like unless they're super busy or super understaffed, you get your food in less than 10 minutes, and that's
Bro, if you're getting
fast.
your food less than 10 minutes, and how about like Hot Pockets? It takes less than
No,
a
that's
minute.
but I'm making them. All right,
The
somebody else
microwave's
isn't.
making them.
No, I bought the microwave. All right, so
Whatever.
I
see,
made
I
them.
like it.
But yeah,
It's kind of like
I don't think the limit on 4 sounds a little too
No,
aggressive.
that's a good number. Four is a
It,
good number because like that's my number. Like just to like
that's when
when
you
I
start
talk
originally
to
buzzing.
when I
talk to
originally
girls. Yeah, yeah. Like
when
they
I
But then you're
talk to
originally
any
blacked out
thought
random
of
by
it,
person.
4.
when
Yeah,
I
so
originally
yeah,
thought
I
of
would
it, I
never be
had
able
it
to do
at
that.
6. I had it at
Let's
6
say
when I
five.
originally thought of
Let's
it, and
fuck
then
with
I went
yeah,
down to
5.
4, 5, just right in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah,
But do
5.
you so does that mean like after 2 you're feeling like buzzed and
No, it
loopy?
means like
Or
however
is it just
drunk you
like
can get off of 4,
it's just
then their fifth
immediately like you're
after your
fine
fifth
and then
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
blacked
your
out?
like
fifth one, you're done
how you feel after 4 beers. That's how you
right
feel in
now.
this scenario. But it's just as soon as you drink that 5th one, it's over.
I guess you could just start drinking an Everclear. Like that might be the way around it. You just drink, you just drink 4.5 shots of Everclear, and then you
Or
just
it's
stop
just
drinking.
every time you go to the bars, you could do the drink thing, and then you could just be like, give me a double each time.
Well, it's
Because
still
then
like yeah, it's still a double, but
depending on the bar, because every bar is a little bit different, you might be able to get pretty drunk after just like
if
4.
if we're putting a number on this, you can't just say like, oh, if you're at this bar, if you make your drink this way, or like do that. You have to like put it at an actual like amount of alcohol.
Right.
So if you choose to drink beer, you only get 4, or only get 5, or if you choose to do shots. I guess you would
I don't
probably
know.
never drink a beer
The
again.
more I think about it, the more I'm actually leaning towards like, like get rid of fast food, because it's like
We're
I don't
turning him.
need it,
We're turning
obviously.
him.
Not that I the thing is like it's just a convenience factor. Like imagine being on a road trip and it's like I'm so hungry, like I'm on my way, 5-hour drive, I'm halfway there. I just really want to stop. Oh, there's a McDonald's. Oh, I can't do that.
And now
I
you have
mean,
to
like
go to a
if
grocery store and like go in the back of your car and start prepping up like stuff for soup.
You
yeah,
gotta get it
just put
like
a like a
you
foreman in
gotta
the back
stop
of
at the
your
Walmart and get like
put a
rotisserie
foreman in your
chicken and
trunk,
just
and you're
eat
good to
that.
go. Rotisserie chicken's underrated though.
Fire.
I also like rotisserie chickens.
I don't really know. I guess like I'm gonna start maybe like trying to spin more food because I love the hot dogs on the roller, and I love rotisserie chickens. Maybe we just start spinning more foods. Like somebody fucking get some kale and put it on a stick and rotate that shit. It might taste good.
Say kale.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, kale on a stick.
Maybe it will taste
Kale's
better
not
if you
gonna.
rotate
It's not
it.
gonna. It's not gonna taste good if you rotate.
It
It's
it
still,
could taste better if you rotate it though. Like I'm saying, we're batting 1,000 at rotating foods that taste good.
We're batting 1,000.
I would love to be at like one of those cookouts where they put the whole pig on a fucking
Yeah, those
steak
delicious.
or whatever, and yeah, roll that, dude. That would be dope.
If you rotate foods 100% of the time so far, they've been good.
They've been good. Now we need to test it with kale.
Yeah, get something that's not good.
Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, anything green.
Broccoli's delicious, bro. You just haven't steamed it and put cheese on it.
You haven't rotated it.
And you haven't rotated it either.
Brussels
Kebabs,
sprout-
delicious. We rotate
Brussels
those
sprouts-
on the grill.
Brussels sprouts are underrated. I like Brussels sprouts. I think
As
they're
long
really
as
good.
yeah, if you put like per pound of Brussels sprouts, you put like 8 cloves of garlic and like a pound of butter, delicious every time.
I think you're missing the point of
That's
Brussels.
I don't know. They kind of just taste like they're like they taste kind of like broccoli, but all the bad parts of it.
Really, I think I like them better than broccoli, honestly.
Oh, I love a little broccoli cauliflower mix. Delicious.
So I think I feel like now we're all on the same page though with that. Would you rather? Are we all just like give up fast food?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
kind of there now. The more I think about it, it's like I'll give up fast food. It would still suck though.
Kind of makes us like alcoholics in a way, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again, it's the factor of like, again, like going to a wedding or going to a reunion, just anything. It's like, damn, I really can't, like I'm on my
And
fourth
imagine like
beer.
I'm like my memory's so bad when I smoke like right when I first started smoking weed. So imagine like I like start smoking 4 drinks in, I'll forget instantly, just blacked out. Like I couldn't control that part of it, I don't think.
I also just like whenever I'm at like a social function, I feel like whether it's a party or a fucking wedding or whatever, right? I feel like no matter what it is, you're always just kind of feeling like you have to continuously sip. Like you have the drink in your hand, you're standing talking to people. I feel like just subconsciously my brain keeps telling me like take a sip, take a sip. And before I know it, like again, like at any wedding or whatnot, it's like I've only been at the reception for maybe like an hour and I'm already on my like third beer, like maybe even more, because I just continuously have that thought in my head of like you got to take another sip. Plus, it's always hot
especially if
in
they have
like
an open
functions and
bar.
stuff, and yeah,
You guys go to like to some bougie ass weddings. I've never been to an open bar wedding.
really.
Well, I mean, like
Last
I
last
have like
few
a
weddings
bunch of
I've been
rednecks
to,
on one side of my family, so they pretty much just bring an open bar in beer and bottles of Fireball and shit.
the last few weddings I've been to, the go to has kind of been like the open portion is like the kegs, like they provide free keg beer, and
Yeah,
like
they'll provide beer, but the mixed drinks you have to pay
but
for.
the mixed drinks you pay for, or at least the mixed drinks are free up to a certain amount. You know,
That's when you just got to
I
put on
think
like a disguise and no, sir, I've only had 2.
no, like amount like money. Like once the bar makes like $2,000, it's like, all right, now you have to pay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So drink fast.
dude, a drink limit that would be like, man, that'd be messed
Just
up.
everybody gets tokens.
Shout out Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese. I'd come with my
Dude, I
Chuck E.
wanna
Cheese
fuck
tokens
up
I've
a
saved
Chuck E.
over the
Cheese.
years.
That'd be fun. I mean, Dave and Buster's is definitely better, and they're, but like Chuck E. Cheese has that like nostalgia.
I'd get
Charles
on
Entertainment
if I was
Cheese,
drunk
number
at
one.
Chuck E. Cheese, I'd get on stage with the fucking animatronics and start going
Yeah.
crazy.
For sure. I bring my own costume. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Chuck?" Talk
Start
What up,
doing
Charles?
start doing the robot up there, and they think you're one of them.
Oh, this is kind of not really on topic, but I got sent like a message on the Twitter. Hang on, let me pull it up real quick.
From Joe Buck.
I wish it was from Joe Buck.
DM you and he's like, hey man, big fan.
Big
Love the
fan.
pod.
I'm gonna link it to the dude. Nobody's gonna believe us. Please go look at Joe Buck on Twitter. Steven will put it in the description of the video. Damn it, I can't find it now. What the fuck? Never mind. What were we talking about?
You
Chuck
said
E.
you had
Cheese.
you said you had a
And
message.
then you were like, I got a DM. And I'm like, from either Chuck E. Cheese or Joe Buck.
Both of them. No, never mind. I can't even remember what I was gonna look for. See, marijuana. Oh, last thing, at least on the docket for now, unless there's something you guys wanted to bring up. Do you guys like Cheeto Puffs or Cheeto Crunchies better?
Probably the crunchies, but like I like the jalapeno flavored ones, like not the normal
I'm just talking Cheetos regular Crunchies or Puffs. No
I'm probably
flavors.
buying the crunchy ones. But yo, shout out Dots. Dots makes this one that's like it's like a cheese curl and it's
yeah,
pretty
delicious.
much a better Cheeto.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, growing up, I was more of a Puffs guy than a crunchy guy because I'm the same way. Like I always like the jalapeno ones or flaming hot more than original. So if we're just talking original, honestly, I'm probably gonna go with the Puffs.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
I'm a Puffs guy too. I don't know. They're just like it just seems like more fun. I don't know. Like to play
They're
with
more
my food.
airy.
Yeah, you get the like all the way down.
It's kind of like styrofoam.
Yeah.
Yeah, TR loves eating styrofoam.
Yeah.
Did you used to like just
It
cutting
reminds me when
calories?
we didn't have it reminds me of when we didn't have food on the table, so I would just find styrofoam.
Sometimes I'll just send him a box of packing peanuts, and he loves that.
And I'd be like, oh, score package from Steven, let's go.
Well, comment
Care package.
If anybody that's listening right now wants to send TR a packing peanuts order, please do. He's hungry.
Yeah, you can DM me.
All right. Was there any other topics that you guys wanted to talk about, or anything you've seen over the week?
Yeah, I guess the only thing that I like had that I just kind of thought of because I saw like a tweet about it earlier, and this happened a few weeks ago now, but I don't know if you guys remember Google Stadia. It was like Google tried coming out with their own like streaming service for like video games. And like I don't know, they came out with that like 2 years ago ish, I want to say something like that, but like it already shut down. Like they canceled it completely because one, no one it was
Nobody
marketed
heard of
terribly.
it. I never
Yeah,
even
no
heard
one
of it. So
no one knew what it was, and like they put a lot of money and resources into it, but yeah, no one knew what it was and no one was doing it. And they were like, this is the way of the future. Like, you know, people aren't going to be buying consoles anymore. People are going to be wanting to play video games through like a streaming service, and like clearly not. I don't know. I just remember seeing a tweet about that and I was like, that's really interesting. I don't know.
I think
Another
it probably failed because, like, obviously, like the memes about like PC master race or whatever, like everybody's like PC's better, it runs better, it looks better, it plays better, but like nobody wants to like. There's still like that like negative effect of like, all right, kids, let's hop on the computer and start playing some video games. Like I don't know, like I'd rather like just pick up a controller and play a video game. That's kind of how it's always been for like all of my life. Just picking up a controller and playing.
I agree.
Being on the
I think
computer is like
I think people just like owning like, you know, their video games. Like even if it's on a console, a console and you like download it, like it's still on your console, it's yours. Like I feel like with a streaming service, what if you're halfway through a game?
and
Yeah, I
then
finished it
whoever
yet.
makes the
And then
game
and
is
then
like,
they
fuck
take
you.
it off the streaming service
Yeah.
like a show on Netflix would do. Like again, because I don't know how any of it worked. So I could be completely wrong about like that. But if they actually do that, like aren't you kind of just fucked? And next
Well, I
time
think
you know you
like it's
can't
the
play
same
your
as like
game.
Steam. Like I'm pretty sure that's probably how it ran, was like the same as Steam, and they like that's what happened on there all the time. People would be playing like a new game that came out, then whoever made the game wasn't making enough revenue, so they would just like shut down the game.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you wait, Steven, you have a PS5, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Even in, like here at the
Somebody lives
Target,
nicely.
every time we go to the Target here, they still don't have them on the shelves. They have a sign on it though that says like ask an employee about availability of PS5s, but
Yeah, I got pretty lucky because like I just had a buddy that worked at GameStop, and he just told me one day, he's like, hey, we just got a shipment of PS5s. I know you were looking for them. I was like, hell yeah. It's like, I'll put one aside for you. So I went there right after work and picked up the console and a couple games and controllers and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I know they're still hard to come by. I think it's due to like that chip inside or whatever. Even PS5 and the new Xbox, they can't manufacture enough for everyone that wants them. So people can get away with selling them for ridiculous prices on like eBay and all that. But I was lucky enough to get it at cost price, like retail.
I think that's starting to like become less and less a thing though. Those people like buying 10 of them that come in on like a shipment at Walmart or whatever and selling them online.
Well, I think
Like
slowly but surely, people are starting to buy them and like get a hold of them. So it's not becoming as rare. And like, obviously, there's not going to be another PS console for how long was the PS4 out? It was like every 5 years they come up with a
7
new one.
years. I
Yeah,
think the
7 years.
PS4.
So like eventually
and
maybe
it's
they'll
just
come out with like a
Oh yeah,
PS5 Slim.
they came out in 2014, I believe. Because I had my
Yeah.
No,
I
it
got
was
them the
before
Christmas.
that.
No, because I got it the Christmas after, so it was almost 2 years after it came out. And my hey, anybody want to add me on PSN? My PSN name's Cheesewheel2015. That because it was like Christmas 2015 when I got it. So
and
would have
like the
been
way
like
with like the way with games are going now too, like it's gonna be like an even bigger gap from when the PS5 came out to when the PS6 will come out. Because like you look at game sequels, like sequels don't come out now for like 10 fucking years after the last one. So it's probably gonna
yeah,
be that way now with consoles. They're just gonna be like next PS6 probably won't come out till like 2020.
2030 something.
I don't know.
Bro.
What are we?
Guarantee it'd be
We're in
2030 something.
2022. When did the PS5 come out?
2020.
Was it 2020?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Was it really
So
during the COVID outbreak? I thought it was.
Pretty pretty sure. Wait, it might have been like late 2019 then.
Maybe okay.
Like
it'd have been, like,
right
yeah.
before COVID. Yeah, I think that's
so
right.
even then, that's
So,
like
yeah.
that's 2+ years ago now, almost 3 years, and people are still having, like you said, a hard time finding them. So like they're not gonna come out with anything in the next probably 7 years, I bet.
Yeah, PS6 probably won't come out till 2030.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Do you guys think that like so like yeah, if we're saying 2030 is when the next set of consoles come out, do you think it's gonna be enough time for just like VR to take control of it? Because like Apple's making a new VR now. And then we have like the Oculus, and then the Metaverse is probably gonna come out with like a bunch of other like VR shit.
It'll get popular, but it will never take control, like fully control, because there are a lot of people that just don't really enjoy that due to like motion sickness or like just shit
Glasses.
like that. Yeah. Yeah, fucking I can't wear a VR like headset with my glasses.
We'll get
'cause
past
it just
that.
it
We'll be able,
fucks with
there'll probably
them.
be like a
You'll be
film
able
we
to
could
buy
get.
it. You'll be able to buy like a prescription VR, so
Yeah.
nobody else
Prescription
can
VR,
play
Yeah,
it
so like
besides
yeah, I'll
you.
get my shit like for like $800. TR's over here spending like $6,000 on his VR headset.
I gotta get a PS5 at some point. Our PS4 sounds like a fucking airplane's taking off whenever it runs for longer than like half an hour.
I have a spare. Like what? Not really a spare.
You have a
I
spare
the,
PS5?
Yeah,
A
no,
spare.
no. I have the PS4 that I
God
had,
damn, he
but then
lives well.
I don't play it obviously because I don't like. I have the 5, so if you need a new 4, like, just let me know.
No, I don't need a new 4. If I was ever at the point where it's like, let's get a new 4, we would just find a way to get a 5.
Wait, can I get the 4
Like
then?
the 4,
And then
it
I'll just
runs
duct tape to my
fine for the
4 and
most
call
part.
it an 8.
Bowser's over here integrating things. PS8.
Yeah, PS8. I'll just
PS8.
like
Well,
yeah.
I could just add it. I'll duct tape it right now to the side of the 5. I have a PS9 then, bitch.
Oh fuck you, bro. Why you gotta take my thunder? I was gonna be pulling up here out here like fucking, you know how like all the rappers have their stacks of money up like this? I was gonna put PS4s up
Stacks
like
of PS4s. Add the PS3, add the PS2.
Yeah, put the 2 on there. The did you guys ever have one of the PSPs?
Yeah.
I never did.
Dude, that
I-
shit was lit, bro.
I don't think I
felt
used
like,
it that much.
dude, it was so cool. Like I felt like my dad my dad bought it as a guilt gift or whatever. So like I got I got this PSP and I'm playing like Madden on there. It kind of sucked. And then I was playing like Raw versus SmackDown 2008. And like the game cartridges were so fucking weird because they're like a disc
It
inside
was
of
a
like
small
a plastic
bit. Yep,
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, all pressed
That-
together. And you just put it in there. And if it didn't
I think-
work, if it was like too cold or too hot, like it wouldn't read the disc.
I think the biggest downfall for me was like I hated the joysticks that they put on there. It was so
Oh,
tiny.
you just gotta use this part of your thumb right here. You just go like
Yeah.
underneath the bend.
Gotcha. Now I gotta go buy one and go
Yeah,
try
I might see if I can find it. That shit was. It was also
What-
like super thick though too, and they would get like hot because like if you're playing it, they only had like a 2-hour battery life, so you had to like plug them in while you're playing it.
Yeah, I think handheld games like Game Boy reigns supreme, and then maybe the DS, and then PSP.
I mean, they say PSP was ahead of its time, but like I don't really think so. I think like handheld games kind of like or handheld game devices are just gone now because of the phone. Like even people who have like the like Game Boy, what is it called now?
Is there a new Game Boy?
Well,
No,
they stopped doing Game
the
Boys a long
Switch,
time
the
ago.
Switch, the
Oh,
Switch,
the
yeah,
Nintendo,
Switch, yeah.
yeah, the Nintendo Switch, not the Nintendo Game Boy. Anyways, like people who have that, I really don't even see use anymore. Like I know a bunch of people that have them. I've never seen anybody just.
Well, because you're also able to connect it to the TV, and honestly, like if I'm going to play a game, I don't really play many games, but if I'm going to, it's going to be on a couch with a big screen TV. It's not going to be.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
Yeah, like we
Well, it's
squinting
like
at a
portable,
screen.
like portable, like you know what I mean, like on a like you gotta think about like car trips or whatever. Like
We have a
Really-
Switch,
I'm not playing
and
games.
we have a Switch, and whenever we play it, we like always play it on the TV, pretty much. So
yeah. So I think pretty much since the smartphones come out, those are done. They're dead.
dude, the Game Boy Advance, that was my first like game console. I guess it wasn't an actual obviously it's handheld, but that was like my first like game thing I ever like owned.
The
I
Game
think
Boy,
I
like
think
the
I had the Game Boy Color.
yeah. What was the difference between the
Yeah,
one
like
that
I-
like flipped up and then the
That
one
was the
that was
SP,
like
right?
like a whole like.
Yeah, the Game Boy Advance SP, the one that flipped up. That's what
That's
I
the one I
had.
had. Yeah, I had one of those. I had a gray one. What color was yours?
Yeah, mine was gray. Yep.
I think that's what mine was too. Yeah.
I got it at Sam's Club.
I got
But
it.
I remember the
pawn
advanced
shop.
one was the horizontal one, right? With like a slightly bigger screen than the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like a little bit like thicker, and it had like I seen ones that had like you could see through like the
Yeah, I think
the controls. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your guys's what was your first like actual console that you guys owned?
That was
PS2.
mine. Yeah, same. I think PS2.
Yeah.
I had a GameCube before I
I
got
had
a
one of those.
PS2.
Yeah, I think PS2 was still the first though. I think at one point I definitely had a GameCube.
I
but
had, like-
I never really played it.
I had like Nintendo 64, PS2, and a GameCube. Like when everybody had Xbox 360s or PS3s. So like all three of those were just great. Like the game like what was it like? Need for Speed Most Wanted on the GameCube was just
Yeah.
fucking fire, bro. You have to like go through and like try to get your BMW back.
I think the only like GameCube game like specific that I remember is Smash Bros.
Yeah, I had Smash
Smash
Bros. That shit
Bros?
was fun.
I only had that
Super-
on the Nintendo 64.
I didn't even know they made it for the 64. I thought it was like with the GameCube. I thought that was just like they released it with the GameCube. But maybe
Yeah,
don't know.
the 64, that was the first one they ever came out with.
I don't know.
Was
I don't know too much
Smash
about
Bros
Nintendo.
on the 64.
Yep, and then there was a Super Mario World where you could play like the only way I was able to beat the whole game was to play with Mario and Luigi. Like I was two different players. I don't know if you guys ever played Super Mario World, but pretty fire.
I know I played the racing game on the Wii.
Mario Kart Wii.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think the Wii has to
Yeah.
be like almost one of the worst Nintendo like systems ever.
Really?
Cause like Wii
That
Bowling
was, it
or
got
like
pretty
Wii like
big.
Wii like Wii Sports and like the first set of games that came out with it were fire. But after that, like every other game sucked.
because
Like
after that,
I
everyone
played
was
like
just
Call of
buying
Duty on it. I
PS3s
played like
and Xboxes.
yeah, like so it
And
sucks.
then the Xbox came out with the Kinect, and that was the biggest flop in the history of
Oh my
video
god, bro.
games.
It's got one camera in it that's like this big and it's like this long.
Remember the
Like,
idea of it
what's-
was really
what's-
cool though. It was like it's like, oh, this is pretty much a Wii without a controller because you're just using your hands, but it never fucking worked. So you're always just like trying to grab things and it's just not picking you up. So then you're like just doing yoga in front of your TV, trying to start a video game.
Dude, was the Kinect the like yoga people's like one chance at infiltration into society? They're like, let's get these motherfuckers to do
No,
yoga.
dude, they had the Wii Fit.
No, they had the
Yeah,
Wii Fit, but and like people who knew about yoga had that, but like the Kinect was like for all us the rest of like the population who's like I ain't
We're gonna
doing
get these
yoga.
we're gonna get these lazy fucks moving.
I remember they marketed the Kinect too to like be able to scan your whole body like in to make an avatar, and
Yeah, and,
I
like-
never had one, so like, but I hear it never worked like
It
properly.
did not
No,
work.
it
I know
never-
it
it
didn't
never
because
worked.
I've been overweight my entire life, and as a kid on the Kinect, I was still like a skinny, like regular person. I was like, "You're fucking wrong, buddy. That ain't me."
It's like
You guys are
pick-
you guys are supposed
picking
to
up
say
your
something funny.
it's picking up your love handles as like a second player.
No. I was like, it would like scan. It would scan me. It would do the whole like outline. It would do like my no neck have an ass, and then it would just give me the outline on Dance Dance Revolution 3 of like TR, but I'm 6 foot tall. And it's like, what the fuck is this? That ain't my outline. That ain't me. I was trying to figure out who the fuck I'm supposed to be dancing as.
My body can't move like that body.
No, it can't. Like I could play the game. I was like, 15. I still had some agility as a kid, but it wasn't my outline.
Man, on the Wii, like, making your own like me character, like you can make your own. Man, we made some funny ones back in the day.
Yeah, I had
On
Phil
our Wii back
McCockiner.
home. On our Wii back home, I think I still have like 2 Hitlers that I made when I was a kid. And I was like, this is so funny. I'm playing tennis as Hitler in Wii Sports.
We used to do that shit all the time. We had like One of my favorite characters was it was pretty much just like what's his name? Like something Carrot. Like in real life, Carrot. Like what's his
Carrot
name?
Top
Carrot Top. Yeah.
comedian.
So it looked like Carrot Top, but it was Phil McCockiner.
Oh,
He was deadly in boxing.
He always beat there was like a
The one
Matt.
black, yeah,
Matt,
one
yeah,
Matt.
the
dude
Matt,
named
Matt was
yeah.
the PC that could just kick everyone's ass. He was the
Yeah.
expert level. It's like, oh fuck, now I gotta play against Matt. You'd always lose.
Like damn,
and
round
when
three.
in boxing, when you lost, you got like because I remember playing Wii boxing, you had like a little like graph that would go up as you like won matches, and when you lost a match, you went back down, and you had to fight like 10 more like characters just to get back to Matt.
And yeah, fucking right back to Matt. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, because once you hit like 1,000 skill points, you'd hit pro. So you're always trying to like play games to like continuously go up. But
Yeah.
Matt would always just say, "No, you're a
I
screw."
also I also made John Daly, like the golfer, but I
Yeah.
never played
Oh,
golf.
yeah.
I only played bowling with him. I don't
You
know.
gotta
I
play
don't know
golf
why.
with golf
No,
with
no,
the
no,
dude.
no, no. Didn't want him to play golf. He's already busy enough playing golf. I don't want him to virtually play golf too. It could throw off his game.
John Daly would make a good like professional bowler in all honesty.
He probably would.
He's got the look, bro.
Yeah, he's got the look.
Bro, he probably like how many beers do you think John Daly could take down in the 10 frames?
In bowling, I was gonna say there was like an actual statistic that they did with it was like and when he golfs, it's Diet Coke and peanut M&Ms, and I think it was something like he on average, but with an 18-hole like round, he'll smoke like I think it's 2 packs of cigs, drink eight. It's like 8 Diet Cokes and like 5 bags of like the king size peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, that was his like go to when he stopped because for a little
Wait,
bit
how many
he
Diet
stopped
Cokes?
drinking.
How many Diet Cokes?
I don't know. I think like some absurd amount. Like let's
Like
say 8.
I need a number. I'm trying to fucking write this down. My training
I'd say
regimen.
8.
All right, 2 packs of smokes, 8 Diet Cokes. All right, we got it.
You can't forget about the peanut M&Ms.
Oh, 10 bags of peanut M&Ms. My bad. How many
Yeah, 'cause-
Coors Lights is he or Budweiser's is he slugging down?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I'm like I know that he has stories of him doing well when he's like hammered, but I'm pretty sure like during the major events it was just Diet Coke, cigarettes, and peanut M&Ms. But maybe like a case of beer.
We'll say
Yeah,
We'll just
because
say
when he
case.
first
230
when he
rack.
first started he was drinking beer, and then he quit for a while when he would like actually golf professionally. But he was a trailblazer for people doing that because no one did that like in professional sports in general, let alone like golf. Like, and then he would be on the golf course just ripping cigs all day, and people would be like, "This guy's not serious." And then he won like a bunch of shit. Like he won his first Masters. Like
He's
I don't
one
know.
of the
I don't
great.
remember
Like,
when.
I would
he's
say
one of
like
the greats.
90% of the population would say like Tiger Woods is the only reason they know about golf or whatever, know about professional
Yeah.
golf. But John Daly was definitely because he kind of looked like my grandpa.
He
a
made
little
golf
bit.
cool.
Yeah, he
John
was
Daly
like
made
he
golf
just
cool.
slugging beers and smoking fucking Marblights, and sometimes he pull out the fucking Marlboro 27s. That shit was always fire. Like I would just watch the highlights on him, and the guy was hilarious too. He said he like has definitely lost more money at the casino than he's made playing golf.
Yeah, there would be like even recently in the last few years, like he's at some golf tourney wherever, and he's fucking like that after the first round, whatever that day. People are taking pics of him in the casino, and he's just sitting at slots in like some big overgrown like shitty t-shirt and shorts and like slides with his
Yeah, it'd
socks
always be
still
like
on,
it'd be always
and
like
he's
a
just
basic colored polo, like a
yeah,
polo that's just one
and
straight color.
and it's like 2 a.m, and he's just ripping cigs, drinking Diet Coke, just playing slots, and it's like they got to play at like 7 the next day, and you
Dude,
just spend all night in the casino.
that might have been why I won all that money at the casino that one time on last week's podcast on that story, Steven.
Yeah,
I think I might have smoked about 4 packs of cigarettes that night.
Jesus, what? I don't even think you could smoke in casinos anymore.
No, I wasn't smoking cigs that night, but
Oh, you can definitely still smoke in
Oop.
casinos.
No, you
I'm
can't,
pretty
bro.
sure you can.
Let me tell you this story.
Wait,
TR.
you can't?
Yeah, you can't. So I'm at like you've been to the one in Walker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Northern Lights. That's the only casino I'd been to, and I always rip darts in there. I'm over there just smoking a pack of cigs, playing blackjack for 2 hours. And then like I went to Cedar Lakes the first time when it opened, and like you couldn't smoke there. And then like a year later, after it had been open for a while, you could smoke in there because it wasn't like new or whatever. And then COVID happened, and I went there like a year after COVID started, and you can't fucking smoke in there anymore. No darts, no vapes, no nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah.
had something to do with the COVID. But
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, is what it is. They just don't want us like. They know that we're out there. These sharks that are nicotine addicts, alcoholics, drug addicts, whatever you are, at the casino. They don't want you to win. Like, no, take that man's cigarettes away from him. He's doing too good.
make them go outside for a second.
Yeah, you can't stay on a heater if you have to go outside, especially in that state.
We should bring back smoking in public places like airports and on airplanes and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like anywhere where like babies aren't like allowed, like bars, movie theaters, they shouldn't be
Like
allowed
during
there.
the day,
Like,
they can be in there though.
yeah,
It's
but
like,
no, like yeah, like after they're not allowed to be in there. Any like after like babies
I don't
aren't
know.
allowed to be
That's
around.
still that sounds
Start it
obnoxious.
back up.
I'm good.
Start
on
it back
that.
up.
Fuck that.
How good? How good
there
would you
should be
feel?
there should be a designated smoking room in all
Yeah.
bars though.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that.
Yeah. Because most bars you can vape in, none of the workers like give a fuck. I mean, in most states it's legal to vape inside all buildings unless the building has like a specific policy that says like
And
no
then-
vaping allowed.
And then it's
but-
still legal, but like until somebody asks you to stop.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap it up. I think I wrote down maybe a closing statement. I don't remember if I did or not. No, I did not. Well, this has been the Check This podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If anybody has any questions or topics or anything like that they want us to talk about, please drop them in the comment section below. As always, I'm Bowser. That's Steve. Say hi, Steve.
Ah, Steve.
Yeah. And TR is, chilling over there, bulling, being a killer. Have a good night. We'll check back next time to see what this is.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.